I mean, I don't know, man. Is something with the aesthetic that bothers you? Because it's interesting, you know, when you said you didn't like RTSs, right? And it's because you didn't like kind of having to memorize the opening game. Yeah, I can understand that kind of, you know. I'm sure RTS pros would say that there's more to it than memorization. There's strategy. There's, you know, in any case, what memorization there is, they're willing to deal with. And then you happen to mention talking about Smash. You know, Guitar Hero. Now, wait a minute. Isn't Guitar Hero just almost complete memorization? Like a reaction. You know, you don't actually have to memorize it because the things are coming down the screen and you can watch them as they happen, you know. But wow, you know, Guitar Hero and other rhythm games offer no variation at all on what you're supposed to do. You can't, like, come up with this new strategy. You just, you know, just play the notes as they're on the screen, and it's always the same notes for the, you know, for the same song on the same level, right? And a new song is like a new thing to semi-memorize. Now, look, I love Guitar Hero, actually, right? I think it's really fun. But it's like, why is it that there's basically a memorization type thing, or reaction type thing here, is so much cooler? I guess part of that's the aesthetic. You know, you're playing a song. Like, imagine Guitar Hero on mute. Imagine that. You just like, wow, that would be a crappy game, right? It's being able to get in there and I'm playing guitar, you know, that really makes it work. Yeah, and granted, you need the gameplay aspect too, obviously. So maybe, you know, it's the aesthetic you don't like in Smash. You don't like this, you know, cartoon violence, essentially, right? No one bleeds, they'll get knocked back and whatever. I don't know, man. But you love Counter-Strike, right? And I like Counter-Strike. I would play it a lot more, but for the fact I don't really trust my computer to be a gaming rig. So I played it at, like, friends' houses a few times. You know, but why do you like Counter-Strike? Like, what's interesting about that? Well, it's the positive chaos, shall we call it, of gameplay. Right? It's like, okay, you go through and you pick your weapons, and then, okay, you know, we're counter-terrorists and we gotta rescue these hostages, and then, okay, you know, two guys go off that way and I go off this way and I've got the sniper rifle and I go this and I think I'm gonna shoot this guy, and then, like, oh wait, but there's that other critical thing over here, people are about to do this and so I get that, and then maybe someone, like, you know, I think is sneaking up behind me, you hear it from a teammate, yeah, someone's coming, and then, like, you turn around and then, you know, see if you can get them, or maybe they get you, and this crazy back and forth, and you're constantly trying to mentally outpace so people, see what their strategy is, see what they're doing, see what they're, and land, you know, that perfect shot with the perfect aiming just as you go around this corner and you get a guy right in the head, and then, you know, all these various things, right? That's cool. What's cool about Counter-Strike. That's what gets you going. And it's like, whoa, you know, sweet shot, or whatever, right? And hopefully you rescue those hostages. Doesn't Smash have the same flipping thing? You know, it's constant back and forth and mentally outpacing people and just so many freaking things you can do. You know? So, I mean, there's a bunch, you know, there's like 10 actions or whatever just kind of built in, and then there's like all these strategies that come from that. And the game constantly changes even like through the game, right? Because you have this percentage, and the percentage goes up. I'm sure you know this, but you know, and then that changes how far you get hit and how various strategies work. You know, my friend that's like the Smashaholic or whatever, he's constantly talking like, yeah, so up to 50% this works, and then up to 75 it does this other thing, and then like, so like midway through the game, you have to like kind of change the strategy just a little bit, you know? It's amazing. There's, you know, there's so many things you could do to somebody, and then just so many ways they might respond, and ways you might respond to those responses, and you gotta figure out how they're thinking to see, you know, what things they won't see, what things they won't react to in time, so you can land that hit properly that'll send them flying, or at least, you know, build up their percentage over time, and eventually land that final thing. You know, and all these various things that can happen. Dang, man. Smash is awesome. And at least to Yuzo, please, play the freaking multiplayer. Play with a bunch of people for, I should hope, an extended period of time. And you know, if you don't like it, please, like, tell me why. Like, I want to see into your guys' psychology. What exactly is going through your head when you reach the conclusion of, this isn't fun? Like, fun to me, and just logically, it would seem like it would be fun to you guys. I mean, we agree on so much other stuff. I don't see anything particularly objectionable. You haven't said anything particularly direct. It's all just been like, new characters, who cares? It's been like, a lot of people are excited about this, but I'm not, and, I mean, I can understand, I don't know, why you don't like, car simulations, for instance. Because you really have to care about cars, right? You really have to, like, ooh, I'm tuning the engine now, and that's so cool, and that's, put all this work into this one race, which happens so realistically that you're, like, kind of just in whatever place you're in, and pretty much, kind of, it's not nearly as dramatic, I guess, as Mario Kart, or dynamic, shall we say, That's what's interesting. And I get at the same time I can see, I don't like various other things. But gee, Smash is dynamic. Super Smash Bros. Melee is an awesome game. I've played thousands of hours on, I'm sure. I'm still not an expert. And Super Smash Bros. Brawl is coming out later this year, so please, guys, first of all, tell me you watched this video, that'd be nice. Secondly, tell me what's going through your head playing Smash. Third, try and play Melee, particularly Uzo, multiplayer, with someone who cares. I think if you play multiplayer with Tobin, he would just, he doesn't care, so, it wouldn't be fun, right? And then, please play Brawl when it comes out. And at that point, try and tell me what is wrong with it. Because it looks awesome. But yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. See you later.